What if the story you've been living wasn't yours, but one that was handed to you, written by trauma, shaped by pain, narrated by fear, or edited by shame? In order to refocus our present and rewrite our future, we need to understand that we need to reframe our past to serve us. We are going to dismantle the cycle of self-sabotage. You're going to take the pen back and you're going to start writing a future that you can actually be proud of, because you are not your past. You are the author of what comes next. And if you don't pick up the pen and take control of your story, your past will keep scribbling chapters you never asked for. This is exactly where most men get stuck. They try to outrun their past instead of rewriting it. But you see, you can't change what happened, but you can change what it means. You see, we all have toxic scripts that play like reruns, like tapes going over in our head, okay? And there's 5 that I've identified, and I'm going to identify them for you today. And you may wrestle with one of them, 4 of them, or all 5 of them. And they're scripts that hold us back. They're lies that we believe. They're insidious mental scripts we recite like lines from a movie. All right, let me know which ones you hear. I know I've struggled with all 5. The first one is, I'm not smart enough to fill in the blank, right? The second one is, it's too late to try something new. And here's the thing about this one. It's an easy way out to say that there's not enough time. But the truth is, you will never have more time than you have right now. I love the old Chinese proverb. The best time to plant an oak tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today, right? Number 3, the script that we often play in our head, the lie that we believe is that if I fill in the blank, this is what's going to happen. Right? So you're pretending you can read the future. Telling yourself what will happen is arrogant. It's a cop-out, right? Because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what tomorrow holds. So it's not valid. Number 4 script we believe is, I don't have enough resources or connections or time. And this is similar to the I'm not smart enough excuse. But you got to understand that by leveraging the power of the RAS and neuroplasticity. I mean, we talked about this before. You can change the way you think. You can. You have access to resources. I mean, Tony Robbins says our greatest challenge today is not our lack of resources, but our lack of resourcefulness. I mean, we have resources all around us, right? But we're just lacking resourcefulness. Number 5, the step is, if I do blank, people will judge me. All right, and this script is the most insidious of all, okay? This is the fear of judgment and the fear of failure. You're letting an assumption of what someone may think hold you back from the life, the marriage, the career, whatever, of your dreams, right? You're giving your power to people for no reason at all, okay? Okay, so given these mental scripts, given the fact that we're believing lies, and if you're listening to this and you're saying, well, I don't believe any lies, ding, 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 that's a lie you're believing, all right? This applies to 100% of us today. I'm going to give you a framework that I built around even this part here, how to rewrite the lies that you believe. Okay, it's just called the clear thinking process. And the word and it's 5 steps, right? C.L.E.A.R. Okay, I want you to grab a pen. I want you to write this down or bookmark it or whatever you want to do to remember this, because this is huge, you guys. Number 1, C, call out the lie. Okay, so the statement is, the story I'm telling myself about blank is, and I want you to go into as much detail as possible. Be honest with yourself, right? Remember, it's just a data point, or just it's currently the way you see things, but it's going to change, right? It could be that I'm just an angry man, or that I'm too far gone, or that I've missed the moment, But here's the reality. It's not a truth. It's a tape. And it's time to push pause on that tape, okay? So call out the lie that you're believing. Number 2, L, locate the source, okay? So the statement might be, the people that have started or reinforced this story are, right? Maybe that lie came from a parent, a friend, a high school bully, a colleague, a boss. Could be anyone. But it's important that you name it, because when you name the source, you break its power, okay? All right, number 3, E, evaluate the cost. This one is huge, you guys. Ask yourself this question. What has living by this lie cost me? Right? Has it cost me my peace, my confidence, my marriage, my relationship with my kids? Or another way you could write this is the results I'm getting from telling myself this story are, it's important for you to feel the weight of this, not to shame you, but to get leverage to change it. Evaluate the cost of what living out this lie has meant for you, has cost you, right? So quick pause here, brother. Listen, if your date nights feel more like board meetings, or it's been way too long since you and your wife have laughed, flirted, or connected, I made something for you today, and it's called the Connection Code, which is 50 questions to spark the fun and get the fire back. And this is a list of tested and proven questions that are designed to turn your small talk into soul talk, okay? So I want you to just hit the link in the video description below and grab your free copy now. Okay, let's get back into it. And then number 4A, right? Affirm the truth. Okay, this is where we're going to flip the script. This is where we write a new statement that is more true about who you are. And so you might want to ask yourself, what else could be as true, if not more true, than this story that I'm telling myself? And this focuses your mind and helps you get curious and helps you wonder about what you don't know. And don't overthink it. Just write down any potential realities that might exist. So, for example, you might, for me, it was like, well, maybe I can sing because this conductor is telling me I can sing, and he's got a master's degree, and this girl said I could sing, and I sang in my church growing up, so maybe the other guy was wrong, and then eventually, the thing that I write is, I can sing. I have a great voice. I will finish my degree. I will be, fill in the blank. I mean, there was other lies that I believed. That I'm not an intellectual, that I'm not smart, And so I would write out, I am an intellectual. I am focused. I have much to offer this world and those I love, right? So we want you to root that in your faith, in your calling, in the vision that you wrote earlier, that 3-year vision. And then the R, step number 5, stands for reinforce with action. Okay? So we don't just say it, you live it. So what's one action that you can take this week to prove this new belief to yourself? You might just ask the question, what are the 3 to 5 negative thoughts or habits or people that I need to eliminate from my day-to-day life? What are the things, the people, the habits? Take action, right? Because it's important to understand what needs to be eliminated from your day-to-day life to make room for new habits, to make room for new truth, to make room for more people that are going to help you in this journey, right? And so maybe some actions might be journaling every night, with the Power Hour. Remember, I don't know if you heard episode 50, the Gap Trap, I walk you through an exercise called the Power Hour, which is obviously powerful, but it's an incredible exercise that can help rewire your subconscious mind. Maybe it's sending, a gratitude text to your spouse, or apologizing to someone you hurt, whatever. Take actions, okay? Because actions, small behaviors reinforce new beliefs much faster than big promises. Big promises are hard to keep. And usually we got to where we are because we weren't keeping promises, right? Now, for a lot of reasons, neurologically speaking, which I'm not going to get into today, there are so many explanations as to why this works. But for the sake of the time we're going to move on. I love this quote from Dr. Joe Dispenza. He says, when you act like the man you want to become, your brain starts to believe you already are. Friend, if you took this one framework seriously and applied it to your life, the author's advantage, your past, your present, and your future would drastically change. This is the work that so many men avoid. And this is why they stay stuck. They stay trapped, reliving the same mistakes, the same frustrations, and inevitably living the same year over and over again until they die. It happens all the time. Men wake up 20 years later and they're no longer happy and they don't know what happened. Mark Twain says this quote, and I love it. He says, most men die at 27. We just bury them at 72. Wow. That is so true for so many people these days. We die to our dreams, we die to our ambitions because of the lies that we believe, and then we just coast and we live this passionless, purposeless life, and we don't get buried until we're 72. All right, so that is the 3-step process, okay? Listen, friend, I want to encourage you with this today. If you don't pick up the pen, your past will keep writing your future. But if you do, everything changes. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to take authorship. You are not your worst mistake. You are not an old addiction. You are not the voice that says, this is just who I am. You are the author. And the next chapter starts today. My friend, if this hit home for you today, don't stop here. The full episode dives even deeper. So click right here to watch it now. Trust me, this might be the conversation that changes everything for you.